Hello, and welcome to Jade Kind Gaming Presents The Observatory. My name is Bob, and this is episode 45 of the Shadow Kingdoms 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I'm joined here with Austin as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Richter, and Nick as Maribel. We are going to start off with where I left a little cheeky ending of not giving you all your short rest. You can now have your short rest.
Long rest.
Your long rest. Sorry, nothing attacks you in the night. You get your long
Wednesday
rest.
morning, then.
It amused me greatly to deny you that at the time. And, yeah, still enjoy that decision. It was great.
Hold on, let me change all the numbers and erase things here that I had to keep from last time.
Oh, you get to roll dice, too.
Let me do all the same stuff. Poke, and I'm done.
Look at that, through the power of D&D Beyond. Already done.
It's 3 button pushers. Take a rest, long rest. Are you sure? Yes.
Yes. Okay. So.
I mean, not that I was down anything because warlock, but and I couldn't fireball anybody inside our own building.
Theoretically, you're a strong word for you.
I don't know. You regain half your hit dice, and I believe we all burned all of ours yesterday.
Ah, it's true. Hit dice, yeah.
So we go back up to 2.
We lose those temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet all of that automatically happened with your D&D Beyond click a button.
I don't know about the temporary hit points.
Yeah, dude.
It should know that, because those go away with the long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, do you still have 10 HP?
No, they all go away.
Oh, okay.
Neat.
Do the power. D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it gave me half my hit dice back off.
All right, let's go.
Oh, it is that smart. Nice.
I had to go and check. I'm like, that's true. I used them all. I know it has an option for me to press the button to gain heals.
Oh, okay. We can
I don't even have to roll that stuff myself.
start a new
I just
note.
tell it how many dice to use, and it goes whoop.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it gave me 3 of them back.
Okay, there's that. Neat.
Oh, so it rounds up.
Presumably.
Usually they truncate.
Well, if you had one left.
Yeah, did you somehow heal full without using all of them?
Maybe. I don't know. I let the computer do it, and that was like yesterday or something.
Yes.
That was, yeah. I mean, we had to cut because of the tornado, and then we're back, and they just, like, edited it together.
Dang naders.
Unrelated, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Hooray!
Hey!
Welcome to 2024, everyone.
Man, what a weird winter tornado that was. Time is a weird soup.
What was that? Respect for the Age Day?
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, cool. So, you guys wake up at relatively standard time.
We have a meeting to go to, I suppose.
Yes.
As you tromp through the ward,
It's like, good job, everybody. Everything went exactly according to plan.
you live back in the warehouse where we still live in the inn. So,
Oh, yeah, you guys, weird. Yeah.
so you get to tromp through the infirmary.
Wolfgang goes to the meeting.
Okay. As you leave your building and you're walking out, you see a familiar man leaning up against a cart covered in a shroud.
Okay. Okay.
And he looks up at you and goes, as I recall, you work with the lady.
Mama. Yeah.
Well, I'm interested if you have a position available, as my last employer didn't quite pay me on time, so I had to terminate my position with him. And as a gift, I brought you something. And he pulls back the sheet. And beneath it is the body of Jake.
Thank you kindly. There were still a bunch of the boys sleeping in the church. Kind of open the door. Tell them to move that in. Follow us. I'm actually just heading to a meeting where she'll be.
Excellent.
Is this warlock or other caster that came with the knight?
It's the warlock.
Warlock.
Okay. I thought the warlock was a chick for some reason.
I mean,
Maybe
you
what-
can tell.
I mean, the
Warlocks,
mini
man.
might have been,
Yeah, maybe.
but minis are often randomly grabbed.
Yeah, they're by standard randomly grabbed.
General repose.
He doesn't have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he has that.
And remember, at this point, you've got 10 days, so
Oh,
you're not in
okay.
a rush.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get past the Revivify window, you've got time.
Mm-hmm.
You're just stalling for whatever Ray's dead now.
There is a rot that sets in for his thing, but other than that,
Okay.
Yeah, if he wants to do the build a bear method.
I think we're better off doing it the proper way.
The one that eats into our gang funds, but is overall better and has loyalty. And we get to show the boys we care about our people. We brought back Jake.
Well, the
So,
ones that matter.
the man is following you.
Yep.
He is. I don't know if I actually told you what the warlock looked like previously. Which means we get to indulge in my favorite thing.
Gonna make a guess. I might be wrong, but is it random generators?
I don't have a random generator for that.
Oh.
He is a gnome. No,
As the warlock suddenly gets way shorter.
no, he was medium height. I guess I can't change that.
Really tall
that's
gnome on
me again.
stilts.
He has a permanency and large person on him.
Okay, I'll make him a half elf.
He's got a real thing about his height.
So it's a half elf with short, like military length brown hair. So kind of Vic's hairstyle, where it's just shortcut but not spiking on its own naturally. You weirdo.
The thing is, I have to look up and look at what Austin looks like, because otherwise, without looking at him, Austin is still that long, shaggy look of that. I was like, that's nothing what I... Oh yeah, no, he's been like that for how many years?
Like over 10.
That's not what he looked like when I met him.
Old impression.
Oh god, I don't even know how trippy it makes it for you than for me. Hair down the middle of my back when I was allowed to grow it. Yeah, my body's like, you know, it's a lot more fun being bald.
I'm sure you can have some of it down to your back. Big shiny patch still at the top.
Just the creeper ring.
No, just the skull. Rock it like a true man.
Absolutely not. I can't afford an ice cream truck.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Nah.
yeah, you could. I'll support you choosing not to, though.
I appreciate that because I don't believe I can. Okay, so with kind of a wood nut brown eyes and kind of a tanner skin by nature, wearing just kind of standard workman's clothes. I mean, you're familiar with the type.
Yes.
And large, tall-shanked boots with silver tip on them.
Okay.
Small heels.
So it does give a small nod to fashion with the silver tips.
There's cowboy boots.
Well, it is fancy Kentucky.
It is indeed fantasy Kentucky. So he follows you to the meeting. The rest of you all have gathered. Spartacus has put out food as Wolfgang and a familiar figure come in.
I mean, would the warlock be familiar? Like, did we really get...
To just me.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, did we
Just
ever
me.
see
Mother
that?
June and
We
Wolfgang.
were both on that side of the field.
Oh wait, he wouldn't know you. You're Wolfgang.
Yeah.
You showed up as Richter before. So yeah. We're just gonna hand wave it.
Well, hello there, stranger.
I don't feel like handling the plot hole. Hand wave.
Well, I mean, would it be a plot hole if he was the person who was the spy? He would have seen us.
He wasn't, though.
Oh, okay.
But he could have been.
We still have no idea who that was.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's an NPC for you to interact with.
All right.
We can insert. They asked if Mother June was in when I was the one that left the church.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. That fixes that pothole right up.
I'm just like DM brain working. Got
Sew
it.
that together.
I was just going to hand wave it off, give it to the editor, say fix it in post.
There is no one.
No more editing.
Well, yes, and it's like, welcome. And it's like, I was curious when we'd be able to meet again.
Yes, sleep seemed important.
Indeed it was. So, Wolfgang, and it's like, so you've met, this was, my friend that I got to talk to during the confrontation with Gustav and the rest of his boys.
He's
Liquor
returned us
fumble.
Jake. You may want to freshen him when the meeting's over. I'm not sure how timely we can. Perhaps the time I would take would be a little slow. If we can afford to do things quicker.
We can see about that as far as getting finances. We did have, Steve go and take a look at what the pricing would be for this
I
kind of
think
stuff.
he came back at like 5,000.
Yeah, it was 5K is what our last quote for raising dead for, well, what was going to be whatever the dude he was looking for. But,
That'll be interesting. We do have, Steve here to tell us the progress on that front too. We might just have multiple bodies up there being, just bodies in your ceiling. Because that is our morgue.
but as far as that goes, as far as trying to figure out what we're going to do as funding resurrections, I guess we'll have to check with Abbott and see.
I would like to point out that Molly is not there.
Okay.
Hammerstein is, but Molly is not.
Ask him where
yeah.
she is.
Ask him what she's up to.
She said she was assigned training idiots.
It's true.
That is a true statement.
And as Jake fell, she was going to help with patrolling too.
Alright.
But mainly training idiots.
Alright. I'll go and meet with her later then.
Wait, she's training idiots, but aren't all of our idiots bedridden?
They're still the upper level members.
Oh, the 9 that didn't go with us.
And
And
our
Team
boys
7.
might be, yeah. And it's like,
Yeah, Team 7 is better off. They could probably resume duties.
yeah.
Yeah, Team
Except-
7, you're now on patrols.
Yeah, Team 7, except for the one guy who went down, are pretty much
Hate
okay.
you. Team 7 makes it sound like we have at least 7 teams.
No, we have Team 1, Team 2, and Team 7.
We had Team 3 as well.
Yeah.
I remember that's a good trick to keep the enemy guessing. They'll never know how many we really have.
Yeah. Except I shake my head at it.
They'll never know.
I enjoy it so much, though.
Well,
Can't you
that
just
is
be
stuck
happy for
as a
me?
moniker, too. It's also great.
So, for that, we'll have to figure out both how much money we'll be able to make, kind of throughout the week. What money can technically be pulled from Jake's department to cover some of his own cost, I guess.
And the person, the warlock, still standing there. And, I mean, I wouldn't mind some nature of monetary reward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I return that, and I have another bauble, as he holds out his hand, and it has the sending stone on it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, that was left in Jake's care. Do you want to take it back, Richter?
I think 300 is fair.
Well, then you're in communication with him for now, and we will get to it. I think until Jake is returned, that is less important.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like you get to hang on to it. I could yell at you from across town now.
and it's like, I guess you'll get to hang on to it for a while.
Fair enough.
Who did we want to slide him under?
Oh, the warlock, as far as where...
I haven't been hired yet.
Yes, but if we are going to have you join our organization, there's a hierarchy, and you'd go under somewhere.
Just sign this contract.
Oh,
Don't worry, it's completely legit. She signed it.
Speaking of one, since you'd be more informed about Gustav, we were made aware that we might have had some sort of spy in our midst. Would you know anything about them?
Little fellow showed up about 25 minutes, maybe an hour before you guys did, telling us of your plans.
And so it wasn't Hale, but it was just some other small...
Yeah, it was not Hale.
Yeah, some other small race person.
Hmm.
Alright.
So not one of our boys, just some guy who snuck in.
Some rogue.
The warlock, getting tired of kind of standing on ceremony, goes over and basically steals Jake's seat and starts serving himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down.
And
So there are open
Von
positions.
Doom-
What do you do?
Doomstayer just like passes him the coffee carafe, bunny slipper, idly on his foot as he's drinking and seems to be reading through something, maybe paying attention. Never really know with him.
Well, it's like Doomstayer's actually got some busy days because he's both working on the acid vats and doing doctor duty.
I mean, yeah.
And training duty.
Him?
Yeah, he got a new lieutenant. Or a new sergeant.
Oh, yeah, got
The
it.
keen mind guy.
Oh, yeah, King Mind Guy. Yeah, our...
Other convert.
Yeah, what was that fellow's name?
Did he ever have a name?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he had a name.
The last few sessions have been a little... Anders.
Yeah, Anders Reed.
Yes, but
Oh, here he is.
Yeah.
I was like, I have him. I didn't change his notes from what he was to what he is.
So,
yes, ask the warlock. Did we get his name?
oh yeah, the warlock.
Nope, you haven't asked his name.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you can bring to the organization.
Yeah, if you could introduce yourself, and that'll give us a better idea of how you can.
Hello, my name is Elias Wood, and I'm born and raised in the city, and I'm a warlock, which you have one of your own, so I guess you know relatively what I can do.
Be super stealthy and pick locks.
Describe
What?
a little bit about... Describe to me a little bit... Who has bound you?
That's not... Listen, it's not really a binding, per se.
Ours is
It's an-
Dread Overlord Steve. So
It's an agreement between me and a coworker, and most importantly, and I can't stress this enough, mind your business.
My guess is that the fireballs are probably a tip off.
I mean, yeah. He clearly made the best choice.
You didn't cast fireballs. He cast fireballs.
No, we had an enemy cast
He-
fireballs.
Yeah, we had an
he
enemy
totally
cast
threw a fireball at us. What took down most of our guys' health.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
And there's I don't know, maybe one of the gens gives fireball. I don't think so though.
Seems possible. They seem the fiery type.
Well, in Ifrit might be.
Yeah.
But not the whatever. Dow, I think, was like the really popular.
Yep, Genie gets it. Yep. One of them does.
You're free. They also get cool home.
Look at
Yeah,
my
they-
bottle.
No, it's great.
Yeah, Genie Warlock's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So magic caster, and is that mostly just the combat casting, or do you have any utility spells or other things to do?
I, once again, can't stress this enough. Mind your business.
Well, okay. Then, what kind of position do you think he'd be best suited for day-to-day activities?
I mean, I don't see any reason at all I couldn't help run in the area.
So, well, yeah. If he's got the social skills, then we could definitely put him to use in that sense.
Plus, I believe it was brought up to us that as we grow, we would get a sergeant per area. We could just stick him under Jake when he gets back up and running, enforcement over in the slums.
Yeah. Since he'd be familiar with the slums area, he could start out with recruiting in that particular part. We'll have to. Anybody that we take in, though, will have to go through vetting, or at least go through my training course.
The classic here, the actual laws of the city course, or the I'm going to
that's-
try to convert you
Right,
course.
That course. No, that was Steve that gave them legal training.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly's doing the stealth training. So we got to figure out how we're going to fund Jake and buy shields.
Leaning.
Well, Shields will figure out. We'll fund break Jake by borrowing from gambling.
To get him up as fast as possible.
Yes,
Uh,
it's a priority.
There's also. I asked Abbott how much. It's like ask him to sidebar like how much wiggle room in Jake's budget is there to hire another sergeant under him.
I'd be more concerned about how much can Jake's department cover the resurrection cost.
Well, that too, but
Because obviously there's still
And
going to be overhead that
From
we can't.
a player perspective, is that under which the concept is for Elias running the slums district? Would that be putting him under Jake's department? Is that what that is?
It would be kind of how, like, Klaus is under Jake's department, technically. But it's just the person he reports to. You could put him under anyone.
yeah. So unlike the other sergeants who both work directly with and report to him, Klaus doesn't necessarily work directly for Jake, but
Klaus works for Jake in so much that he works for you, but it's not
Okay.
like Molly's relationship with
Hammerstein.
Hammerstein, where she gens to keep him around because he fulfills a niche in the rogue archetype that she is incapable of doing because of her personality. Jake is perfectly capable of doing that. He just needs someone to run the area for him.
yeah, because I know that was
And it also has a lot to do with the fact that it's a border area where you're still fighting the person on the other side of the border, so having an enforcer type there works out pretty well. And
Yeah.
Klaus just so happened to have been recruited.
So, with your knowledge of the slums, assuming that's where we would start you, at least at this point, would you think it more efficient with you needing to run a group of thugs holding things there, or if we work towards reinstating now the mining operations and trying to better the place, would it be more apropos that you report back on legal aspects of things. Perhaps-
Honestly, if you're gonna reinstate the mining operations, I think you'd want someone financial in charge.
Would you be capable of taking that?
I mean, yeah, it's not my specialty, but I could do it.
It's like,
As a reminder, you do have Abbott
It's-
does have a second as well.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they all have their second at this point. We're basically figuring out who they're reporting to as they do their work, is what you basically said, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking having him just be the enforcer of the area and move freaking Abbott second to work with old lady.
Like, you can have him be the enforcer and have him report to Hannah
Yeah.
as well, so that the reports for the slums would be coming from Abbott.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And just putting her down the financial chain.
but I will also insight him.
Seems legit.
17.
He seems to be honest and generally is looking for work. He seems a little disappointed that he's not getting a monetary reward immediately.
But that's mostly because we now have a big outlay of expense right in front of us.
Yes, but
But
Like-
I helped.
there's a certain amount of relief that the reason he's getting blown off is because you're bringing someone back to life.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you're a good people to work for.
Yeah.
Not something Gustav would have done, or his organization.
Yeah, probably not.
It's like, yeah, push another one higher.
Yeah, it's like. Luckily, we managed to keep basically everybody alive, and the one that we didn't, we're bringing back.
Mm. Yeah, it's like he would have also seen our healthcare of good berries in Battlefield of keeping our
Yes.
boys alive.
It's like. Yeah, we made sure that everybody made it out.
Mostly.
Yeah.
One little boo boo.
Just, yeah, one boo boo.
One boo boo that we can plaster over and say never happened.
He does have a plethora of rings, also.
So we could kill him and rob him. I mean, we really don't need another guy like this.
We totally need another guy like this.
I don't know why I'm arguing against it. More fireballs is all. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so can you tell us about what we might want to do in order to take over the Extortium? Or do you
Or
have,
just cut a deal with the extortium.
yeah, it's like, or do you have any experience with them?
Oh, I've got some experience with him. The old man who runs it, I mean, it wouldn't be outrageous to say he's a bit of a go-with-the-flow kind of fella. So if you showed up with a reasonable offer, allowing him to continue what he's doing, unmolested, he's pretty liable to just cede control. The primary reason he's had to take such a strong stance against is because he didn't like Gustav personally, was my understanding.
I get that.
We did get word from Midori that the man running the place is it's kind of out to lunch, but he's not an unreasonable person.
Yeah. So maybe just come in. It's like we've helped take care of Gustav. Keep running what you're running. We could take it over and run it for you, and you can just sit back and enjoy.
That's actually a question that I'm curious about, is whether the guy would just be willing to retire at this point.
Yeah, and us just keep the games or whatever it is. Because isn't it just Bloodsport and Gladiator stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bar plus blood sport.
Bar, blood sport, prostitution, every drug.
Did
It's a den
Midori
place.
seem upset with having it run amongst the ranks? Did Midori seem fine to have it run amongst the ranks that she's... Because I don't quite gather that she's in on who we are.
Well, she came to our house and we had just beaten a man to death, and she sat there and punted him across the room. So
that's very different.
We also ran into their side of town and set a bunch of buildings on fire and killed people.
That was them. We didn't set those fires. Most of them.
I'm
We
only
didn't
taking
cause the
credit for
fire.
like a solid 30%.
Anyway, I think Midori's going to have her hands full trying to get everything up and running back the way it was.
Yes.
As far as down the line, it's like we can make adjustments.
Yeah. Would we want to, if we offer just to take over for him, keep the thing running, let him have like a booth or whatever he wants, would we want to go with
Do we want
Tinker
to do that?
then we would have all the profits and stuff, and we just install. I was gonna say, is it Maribel or Tinkerbell or who's our fairy, madam?
She can stay in her own district.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
She's busy.
If she had an underling that she wanted to promote to run a sister station,
Her
someone
name is Isabel.
Isabel.
Yeah, she is a belle.
Isabel, yes.
But I don't think that that's quite the kind of business she was into running.
Well, it has a brothel. It's like
Yes, but she runs a brothel legitimately. If this is a brothel, it's also a bar.
she
It also-
has also started opening a bar and illegal drugs in her brothel.
Which you know as
Yeah.
Wolf, because
Yeah, I guess Wolfgang did it.
Yeah.
Wolfgang was there doing drugs.
And our mother also knows because she brought it up. It's like, you didn't notice the booze and stuff coming through, right? No. So she's into running that. We could hire an additional extra person for the blood sport part, but if she had someone she could promote and run it, because we don't want to take care of these things, we delegate and put people in charge.
Exactly. Why don't we just do that with the person that is there?
If he doesn't want out, then sure, I guess. But it sounds like he wants out. Or,
Why does it sound like he wants out?
We don't know.
yeah.
No one has ever suggested that other than you.
Well, and the old lady.
Just said that he was old.
No, that she was saying that he was
A little
yeah,
off his rocker.
that he's essentially spaced out at this point.
Oh, yeah. It's like, that might also be a good reason to hand it off to someone for better management.
Well, we'll have to see whether or not
Yeah,
he wants to retire first.
I mean, if that's his desire,
We're
sure,
speculating.
but I
Yeah.
don't think that...
I rather promote from within than bring in random other people to run our business, if we can.
We're obtaining new business in this situation.
Yeah, and we throw out the old guard and bring in our people.
Well, honestly, if that's the kind of way we're going to go about it, then we'll let Abbott pick it.
Yeah.
I was just like,
It just perks up, what?
Yeah.
After we can go over his books and stuff, and like,
Yeah.
if he's running his extordium into the ground somehow.
Yeah, it's like if we take over the extordium, we'll have you promote somebody to manage it.
Yeah.
I'll just put Hannah in charge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
that works. We didn't know if she had other responsibilities currently.
Oh, I mean, she helps him with the books and things, but I mean, I look over the Horse's Head region's books
Oh, yeah.
most of the time anyway, as well as taking care of here, and she can certainly take care of here and there, especially if we are hiring someone else to help with the nastier aspects of it.
Okay.
And he
Well-
like reaches across and goes, "Hi, I'm Abbott." I was like, "Hello, how are you?" "Oh, I'm great."
Yeah, I also need to
So, yeah.
prepare.
I say put him under Abbott's direction for enforcing the slums district and reports up that chain. All in favor?
I mean, yeah, that's the current situation for Weiss. We'll have him start working
Yeah, but
on.
for Elias. What?
Elias.
Yes.
We'll
Mr.
have-
Wood.
Yeah, start trying to get the slums district handled, and we'll try to figure out what we're going to do as far as getting the money for Jake's resurrection, and working with Midori to get the quarry business back up and running and get their contract back.
Yeah, and getting a piece of it.
So, as far as the
Other
more
mission?
secure details with Elias, I think we're still missing the formalities.
Yes, would
Yeah.
that be something you're interested in?
I would be, especially a pay scale with a nice little reward on top for bringing your boy back and returning your magical doodad.
Right.
Those are fine.
Yeah, something to work with
It might
Avatar.
be little delayed, as the desire is certainly to get him awake first, but certainly something we can agree to, as you've done
Yeah, I
a
figure.
valuable part towards that.
Yeah, you've done good work, so we'll reward you. It might not be today, but we'll get you.
Yeah, let's just shove him into Abbott's department, then have whatever reward money comes out of that department, and we don't have to think about it.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's gonna have to come from your
Yeah,
guys'
yeah, it's
funds.
gonna come
Okay.
from our bank.
Like I set it up so that you guys get your party funds, and then you can literally ignore every other part of this,
Yeah.
unless you want something special. Like when you equipped the horse's head people, that was like a special equipping.
yeah.
Where you increase their damage output and things like that. And when you're paying for training, like having Molly do it is
Cheaper.
cheap because she's already being paid.
Yeah.
But if you like wanted to free up Molly and hire a trainer, it would be different.
So,
So
negotiate.
Okay, so
He asked for 300 for the return of your crystal and as a reward for returning Jake.
Oh, combined?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems reasonable.
I mean, if you guys wanted to negotiate that, I'd say, I mean, we do kind of have him over a barrel insofar as we're many, he's one, and we figured out that that's pretty good against that last guy.
Well, that's only if we want to murder this person.
yeah,
Yeah.
We actually want them working for us,
Yeah,
so we don't have
Want
to
him
do
to
work.
like us.
yeah, you're
Sorry,
the
he doesn't always
intimidation.
get that.
You're the intimidation.
Understandable. Their
No.
type usually has a bit of a fiery disposition.
Right?
300 sounds fine for that reward. As far as payment fee, do we negotiate that, or is that something?
You can negotiate it.
Yeah.
Yes. He asked for 300. You can.
Well, that's the part that I'm agreeing with. As far as the
Yeah.
working for us part,
Oh, he wants to work for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would just slot into
does that just does he
existing
just slot
budget.
under?
Yep.
Okay, well then we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The part that you can negotiate to try to reduce is the 300.
Okay. Well, let's say if we want to negotiate that, instead of paying the full 300, how about we pay 150 and then we give him a bunch of extra side benefits that are essentially covered by us, including like whatever drinks from the horse's head and
Drinks.
maybe some free dates over at the Gilded Garden.
Do we have any inn rooms left?
If we're
I don't know.
offering things like that, I think it should be clear that that would be drinks without having to recite your rubbish.
Right.
There's reciting.
You're able to get a free drink at the horse's head if you memorize a
Religious scripting.
But just the one free drink?
right.
But your thing would be different.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
You roll a 17.
So
Nailed it.
That sounds good. I'll take free drinks, free lady favors, and a place to stay.
so yeah, 28.
Yeah, he agrees to those terms.
All right.
So 150 I pay out.
Okay.
Easier to, and I'll get the stone back with that.
He gives you the stone and takes the golden, like, with a quick flick of his wrist, it seems to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to heal the boys up as much as I can today. I wanted to do a quick shop to see if I can find anything to help me magically heal them faster. I think I
A level in life cleric.
No. What I'm doing is I'm going to go try to buy a moon sickle. It's an uncommon, so I think that's anywhere from 250 to 500 for uncommons. But I have 200. So But we can get Jacob first, I guess.
Yes. Yes, we can.
You say that, but Jake is important to get up within a couple days versus getting all of our boys up, like, today.
All of our boys are up. They're just injured.
Yeah, and we could fix that really quickly. Because if the bounce blades knew, that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But I can go without and still get a good amount of them up.
I mean, my understanding is you haven't really taken over the area yet.
That's right.
You want me to go and help out your folks out near the Horse's Head where the free drinks and free women are. I'd be happy to spend some time out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Help you all out.
Yeah.
I mean, I do you that favor.
And it's like,
Yeah, and to have them just reinforce our 9 boys.
oh, the 9 guys.
9?
At 9 and
Group
Team
7. Team
Group-
7.
Yeah, team 7.
Okay, so there's the
That might also be why.
There's 10 from Team 7. Molly's out there. Klaus is out there. Roy's out there.
And 7
you
other
have-
boys.
Yeah,
Right away.
and you have a couple of your higher ranking thugs out there too.
Yeah.
Mary, what are your plans for the day?
Go to the library.
That's ill-advised.
I wasn't going to set it on fire,
What you going to the library for?
so I have something to do when I'm sleeping.
Oh.
Thinking if you maybe hung out around the bar out there for the day, just in case something happens, you need to wake up for it. Might be good for you to be in the area.
Bar at the library?
No, just go to the Horse's Head. If
The Horse's
something
Head.
happens, they'll yell and you'll come running.
Alright.
Might be best. Just as if a whole
Listen
gang
for
of
loud
people,
explosions. It sounds a lot like you know,
Fireballs.
your own.
and you can bring more to it.
Doctor, what do you see today? Or Wolfgang, what do you see today?
Nothing too exciting really.
Okay.
I was thinking of spending the room, doing a little time in my room, doing a little more research.
Healing and doing that shopping to see if I can price out that a magic item.
Also,
Because
Yeah,
I don't need to do the. Granted, I didn't prepare it today, but the find object on Jake's body.
yeah. Also, you two might potentially want to be sleeping in the same area,
Why?
so you guys can coordinate better during the morning
What?
when you wake up.
What?
That doesn't
So
make
you
any
can,
sense.
so that you know what he rolls and that you can both prepare spells at the same time.
No. Remember, I've already prepared my spells by the time he rolls. It's all simultaneous happening. You can't see the rolls then prepare.
Yeah, you can, because it takes time.
Some would argue that time's taken during the long rest, and at the end of it, you're
I
re-prepared.
think you misunderstand the meditation that I spend in the morning to see what happens. It's not like I just like pick up a rock and like throw it on the ground and I know.
Anyway,
We don't have this problem.
it's like I'll start having that problem next level where I get to roll will or woe.
Though
In the
of course
morning.
there is plenty of room. The idea with the church is that you could all have rooms built up there, but that does cost a little bit.
And it doesn't have free breakfast. And room service. And cleanings.
Who would want someone coming into their space to clean it? Sounds like a vast violation of one's privacy.
Privacy is where you make it.
That scarred kid does a really good job. I don't mistrust him.
Yeah, tell him. I'll ask you again later, but Doctor, when you've got I don't know, mixed day maybe. See, we might want to see about renegotiating our contract with this location.
So, wasn't Mary going to bring up about us preparing some ritual spells for you, Lord?
We don't have the money. We got to spend it on Resin Jade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spells ain't cheap. I mean, they're not super expensive, but they cost money.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how did Steve come on? He was trying to get that other body for us?
I mean, it's a day. He hasn't gotten a letter back.
Oh, okay.
He sent the letter.
Okay, everyone back to what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, everyone has stuff they're doing. No one's unassigned.
That's Abbott's doing paperwork. Spartacus is working on the 20 by 20 room with an airlock, the secret
Prison.
thing. Jake is currently not on patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Molly's training. Hammerstein was looking into Noble's social calendars. Oh, Steve was finding an etiquette classes.
He had
Okay, so
already
those
done
two
that.
can probably be.
Okay, so not Steve. Oh yeah, Steve's looking into the.
Yeah, the balance blade body thing.
Yeah, and then as far as noble meetings, I guess we don't really need that now.
Yeah.
At least not.
Well, it's nice to have them calendars.
But by the time we need them, the calendar will have shifted.
And you would have to pay for the etiquette lessons.
I mean, well, yeah, if they start. It's like, it's nice
We will-
to have, but
we will worry about
after
that
we
later.
positive cash flow again.
For one, are we wanting to, just given your
Yeah, the
station, probably be the one to take in Jake's body wherever you can find for getting it back up. Is that something to handle today?
Well, we get the potential pricing from whatever church that Abbott found, I guess.
Yeah.
So would he be able to just tell us where he went, so we'd be able to go and talk with him?
Yeah, it's the Church of the. Oh goodness, what's her name? She's a harvest lady. Starts with a C.
Shantaya?
Yeah.
Shantaya. One of the ones who probably doesn't care one way or another.
Nope.
It's like, pay the cash in the donation box. Boop! Because that's where you got the gentle repose from.
Yep.
Oh, so that's actually out in the fields then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what day is it?
Wednesday.
And just pull the 5,000 out of the gambling for.
Well, what do we have in party funds?
True.
For party funds, we would be able to cover a little over a fifth of it.
Okay, that's. Or the end, and I think our gambling we'd actually gone up from standard, so
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to bring it down below standard, but not by as much. You know, enough that we can probably still have a little risky, but still.
Abbott just kind of goes, we could just lie.
Yeah, we've done it.
Unless we have exceptionally bad luck that day.
Mm-hmm.
We should be able. I mean, they're going to be so mad. But we should be able to just, figure it out.
Oh! Actually. I forget what you called them.
Chops.
Chops.
Oh, chop.
Yeah.
We found this on the Noble.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
I don't know if, obviously it's alone, so I'm not sure how much good it's gonna do.
How much money can we snake out of this man's accounts?
At the very least, should be
I'll-
in your possession.
I'll have Hannah look into it and see what we can pull.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he died yesterday in a place he probably didn't tell people he was going, and nobody has seen his body since.
That's good to know.
And the body's also in an extra dimensional
Well,
pocket space.
yeah, like I said, untraceable. It's currently, nobody knows where he went, and he probably didn't tell anyone where he was going.
Except that one mage who was with them.
Yeah. He could probably make at least a good guesswork of what happened to him.
Yes, though, given the mage's exit strategy, the
Oh,
only
the-
possible
Coming back
comeback from that would be that the mage might also be trying to pull things.
Yeah. Just the come back to a noble house. I left your boy to die, but he did die, so I wanted to inform you.
Yeah, no, of course not. You take that crap to the grave.
But
Mess with
he
nobles,
might,
that's how
if
you
he
lose
has
your job.
some method, try to obtain some leftover wealth, knowing that the
But yeah, if
So yeah, pull hand on whatever she's doing, have her do that.
say for party funds, if we pull everything out of that to go forward on Jake's resurrection, then we would still just have to cover 3,636.
Yeah, and didn't we bump gambling up to 8 when it was at 5?
I've got it at 9.
Oh, yeah. So it'd still be above 5 and fine. Because we're always waiting for, as soon as we F up, as the good, Doctor and Herr have learned, if you ever bet, you're going to lose that bet. And if we bet by over-promising the money we have on hand, it's going to screw us.
Or it's going to screw the reward person.
It's like, I won the big one. Yeah, you did. Just come in the back real quick. We'll pay you out. We'll pay you out. Where'd he go? He went on a vacation, took all of his winnings, went to another city. Big money.
And still
Lots of party.
Still had his face, but really short all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say just pull that from gambling, go get Jake back up.
Yeah.
we don't have to do it that way, right?
What's that? No, I mean,
It's not just
it's
my
weird.
own appearances I can take on.
Yeah, it would be way easier with you.
Yeah. To murder a big winner and have him pretend it's like, yeah, I'm
Unless
gonna
they
go
are a
spend
short person, in which case it is. We have both situations covered.
Exactly.
Mhm. Anyways, who knows? We could make that money back by Saturday.
Probably not. But
No.
maybe.
But possible, technically. But I'm good for meeting. Anyone else have anything to bring up?
No,
Obviously, tomorrow or the day after, we'll want to start investigating the extordium
Mm-hmm.
and actually go in and talk to people.
Yeah.
Well, that would be your job. Or
Yeah. I'll go and visit Midori and see what we need to do to start getting her end of things rolling.
And-
Presuming the resurrection doesn't take that long, maybe you could finish off today by at least speaking with her. Not sure if she's begun things or
yeah.
simply
And-
enjoying the reunion with her late husband.
And there's also the.
Oh, that
brother you-
sounds... No, she's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Enjoying the reunion with her late husband.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. I guess that would be fucked.
But also, if you were still planning to do the soup kitchen, or just screw the soup kitchen, get the quarries back up, they can survive for a
Yeah.
couple months.
Yeah, we can do charity, but we can skip soup kitchen and just give them jobs.
Had you already aligned things with...
No, we never got a business plan together.
No?
No. As far as like setting that up, I'm going to just ask her about that. As far as negotiating I'll wait until we have a day to go and do that, since you brought it up to her anyway.
Okay.
And break.
So, probably us three go first to stop by the church. Doesn't hurt to general repose on our way over. Does it feel like walking through the front gates to go out to the harvest with a cart with a dead body is a bad idea?
I mean, carts are coming in and out of there all the time.
And there's a sheet over it, a shroud.
I mean, we've got
It's
a
polite
carriage.
even.
Yeah. Add.
Weekend at Bernie's this. Put him in the carriage.
Yeah.
Dress him up.
Add. Within.
Are you afraid someone's going to rob and steal the body?
Well, I don't want undue questions by the god. There's this elf fellow there.
Elias just kind of goes, you need the body moved.
We're gonna take it to the church to be raised.
So you just need to get past a gate?
Yes.
Well,
Wonderful. We have a carriage. Can I have a ride?
he goes back with you to the thing and goes, picks up Jake and goes, be right back. And then he disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pops back up into existence without Jake and goes, okay, we can go. He bends down and picks something up off the ground and puts a ring back on his hand.
Okay. So, that's the three of us will head out for that with the carriage.
You don't mean me, right?
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's two of us.
No, us two and then Elias.
Okay. I go back to...
Feels rude to send you alone on this one.
Yeah. I go back to the church and start handing out 20d6 worth of healing to the boys.
Okay.
I guess I'll roll that then. I didn't know if you're just like, yeah, and they get that, and some of them are better, or you actually roll numbers.
well, they get that, and some of them are better, but for the most part, they're still going to be down for another day.
Well, if you can target some to make sure some are just up enough to where they're out for patrol.
This is a hostile work environment. How so? We healed you. I was stabbed yesterday. I don't want to go back to work today. I almost died. I deserve some time off.
You've got a full night's sleep. That's
Yeah.
standard.
That's time off. Look, I'm not taking it out of your paycheck. You should be happy. You don't pay us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And 1d8.
Good lord, man.
So yeah, I heal up 67 HP over a minute.
Okay, so you get like 10 people up.
Okay. Then I do it again. I do another...
No, wait, it wouldn't be 10 people. It would be 2 people. Because they have 30 health each.
Then I do another... Let's see, that's plus 5, so 72.
Okay. You get 2 more people up.
Come on. Between those two, the extra after the end, that would average like a extra one between.
Okay, you get another person up.
Yeah. So that's 5 more up for them.
That's noteworthy with just
Yeah, that's half of group 3.
Mm-hmm. Now, the question is, do I want to spend all my first level spells on this? Because that was all my 3rd level spells.
Quick, what spells did you cast?
Oh, I just cast Aura of Vitality twice.
Heals over time,
Okay.
which is why the number's so big. It's like a D6 or something a turn.
2d6 a turn, so one
For 1
cast is
minute.
20, another cast is another 20.
Okay.
It's one of the solid out of combat heals.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've used it in combat a few times.
No, I
Is that not the one where you?
Spirit of Healing.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Yeah, he
second
hasn't
level.
got the
It
chance
takes
to...
much longer for Aura of Vitality to get the numbers out.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But in this specific situation,
Yeah.
I'm dropping 60 plus.
yeah, it's a good out of combat healing option.
So
Does it only affect one individual?
2d6 at a time.
2d6 people?
I heal in batches of 2d6.
Yes. How many people does it heal?
Each 2d6 can be targeting a different person.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Up
yes,
to
it
10.
affects one person at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, radiates from you in an order of 30 feet
Okay.
until the spell ends.
I was just because if it was a 30-foot radius, everyone gets that, then
No.
you would get a lot more people up as well.
No, it's not that powerful.
Okay, because that's why I was asking.
You get to toss them out.
You cause one creature in the aura, including yourself, 2d6 hit points.
Okay.
And I also put on my chalice and bumped it by an extra d8 plus
yeah.
5. Yeah, I'll blow everything today. Hopefully nothing bad happens. But we'll have boys if it does.
I recommend you hang out with them.
Yes. So that's 16.
Also, you're Joey. You have options for not.
Yeah. 29.
That's true. We're not.
So
high enough level
there's
up.
another 30-ish. So.
Okay, so another dude.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 6 people.
Yeah. When do we get reincarnated?
14.
That's the ultimate healing spell.
Yeah, that's 5.
In exchange for money.
Huh?
Reincarnate. It's a full heal.
You seem to be severely injured.
Ah!
No, please, no.
Just throw money at him.
Yeah.
Bam! Full heal.
And that's another
You're welcome.
25.
Okay.
Another almost boy. And then I'll have my second level spell slots.
So you just have second levels.
Mm-hmm. But I still have, 4 guiding bolts, and identify, a misty step, some guidance, just at my disposal. That I can't use doing this.
How long does your starry form last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. How long does it take to cast that?
The vitalities were 1 minute apiece, and the cure wounds were a 6-second apiece, so 4 turns. So I still shiny for another 5+ minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So we head to the Church of Shantea.
Okay. You guys in your cart get there within half hour. Roll out very quickly, and there isn't a whole lot of questioning at the gate, as it's just a bunch of alive people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably-
Just, was like, yeah, nothing to look here. No dead bodies in this cart.
Presumably, Elias will end up seeing Ludwig for a bit of the trip through the fields, but I will go back to Wolfgang by the time we get to the church.
All right. And then Elias just kind of...
I'll enhance my charisma as we approach.
Elias looks around and goes off into a bush and comes back out with Jake in his arms.
So I'm guessing he is the genie. He keeps going back into his little house.
Maybe.
That makes sense.
So
That's one way to invisible in combat, I guess. Just boop.
So going into the place, I'll ask around to see if they have a
Cleric who has raised dead prepared.
a cleric who's capable of raising the dead.
Okay. So you're standing, you walk in, and there's just kind of a late 30s, early 40s, matronly kind of looking woman sitting there. And as you walk in, she just goes, "Oh, you poor dear. Well, it can be done, but can you afford it?"
And it's like, we can pay the money. It's say we are a little strapped on cash. Is there maybe any possible good deeds that we might be able to do to cover some of the expenses on behalf of the Church of Shantea that we can? It's like, we could pay it, but it would kind of put us in a tough situation.
Well, you do reap what you sow.
Point back in the fields.
Just a little one.
As we
But-
stand here with our dead friend and the guy's arms between us.
We could always establish a payment plan of sorts.
Pay on layaway. Don't put the body on layaway.
You can.
I mean, the payment plan would be nice. We get big cash influxes on Mondays.
You're not there.
Well, no.
Can we get
I'm healing
payday
boys.
loan?
I'll do it for 4,500 if you bring me an extra 600. So the 500 that you're missing and an extra 100 to cover my gracious behavior.
No. On what sort of time scale?
Within the month.
We can borrow something like that. We'll manage.
I don't know. Is there any way to actually persuade her to come down in price?
I mean, you can try.
Okay.
You might make it where she can reduce the amount of interest she's going to charge you.
Well, if that's...
Are you going to try to lower the total price, or are you going to
Yeah,
try
we would be
lower
trying to
the-
lower the total price.
Lower the total price.
It's going to be more difficult, but
And do you don't by default have advantage on it, right?
He casts enhance.
I cast enhance ability before I came in here.
So I could make one of your dice a 15, and you could roll one and see if you get better. Let's do that.
Okay.
10. Average.
So, yeah, on a 15 I get a 26.
and she looks at you and just kind of goes, I'll do 4,600.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just remember the distinct lack of questions.
Appreciate it. He's a brave soul.
I don't care.
Until we can cast it ourselves, you'll be our dedicated res.
He appears to be worm food.
That's why I called him a brave soul.
Well, he was stabbed a lot.
Stab beaten. I think he caught a fireball to the face, too.
Tragic. The
Yeah.
thugs in this city, man. I tell you.
Stabbed, cut, beaten.
Yeah,
I
thugs
believe
in this
shot
city.
a lot, too,
Yeah,
by arrows.
no mercy.
I think he's got a little demon vomit on him. I think he got hit by one of the demon vomits.
Yeah, he was center. He was.
Yeah.
He held that line like a champ. That shield sat there and did work. That is why he's going to get full plate armor. Magical full plate. To put him up to like 21. Or 20.
Yeah, it's
Heat
19.
I never did ask. Would that have worked on that armor?
Absolutely, it's metal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bronze.
He can take it off with an action.
Oh, that's the problem is.
Hey, man.
He
He took
could,
it off. That's a win.
No, I
Yeah.
think in this situation it was a better of a win with the manacles.
yeah.
That was clutch. You guys did great.
Yeah, it was both disadvantage, and Bob wasn't allowing him to two-hand his sword.
No, he's got manacles on.
Yeah.
You
Which my
cannot
first thought was, well, what's a manacle? Oh, he could. Well, no, depending if it's like actual manacles, they're gonna have a solid bar in there.
Yeah.
Yep. No, my brain.
Really weird
My
to-
brain with no handcuffs. You.
And also, like, maneuvering a sword whilst your wrists are bound. Like, it requires a certain amount of readjustment. And, like, there's certain things, like, where you're going back here,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah. No. When you said it at first, I almost did a Nick argue of it, but then I was like,
Yeah,
no,
we're
with how
thinking of,
manacles
like,
actually work.
5 chains in the middle where you had full.
Yeah, this isn't, like, movie manacles.
Yeah,
They're-
this isn't handcuff kind of thing. Yeah, no. And that's exactly what my brain took him up. Like, no, it would just be. Like, it could literally be a solid bar where there's no need to
it was
move
about
between
2
those.
links, so it's like
Ah,
this.
okay.
So they're really close together. You can't
Yeah.
just... You can't.
Sideways, yeah.
Yeah.
No, once I thought about it, I was like,
It
yeah, no, he's
interrupted
right.
his range of movement, so he got disadvantage and he couldn't two-hand.
So, with a little bit of that price reduction and money, we dropped from 9 to 5,400 ish.
Okay, so you pay the price?
Yep.
she gets up, comes over, takes the gold, and just puts it against the tree that she was leaning, and just goes, "All right, well." And she reaches up and pulls out a necklace, and on it is a big honking diamond. And she just goes, and plucks it out and holds it against him, and it shatters over him. And Jake just sits there for a beat, too, and just wakes up, and like tries to get up and start swinging.
I push him down suddenly and just kind of hold him, and it's like, no, you're safe now.
Did we win?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're back.
Good.
Yeah, we successfully have now won that combat from 2 sessions ago.
He just goes, good. And like collapses and falls back to sleep.
Yeah, -4 to everything.
Yep, he has
For
to
a long
sleep that
rest.
out.
Yeah.
For 4 long.
Is he also... Does it put his health? Where does it put his health? 1?
Oh, wait. It's only like this. I guess she was using Raised Dead, right? Not like a resurrection or something. Because that's only 500 gold. Is that how expensive? Is big honkin' diamonds 500 gold? I feel like a big honkin' diamond's more than 500.
It depends on the quality of that diamond.
Yeah, a really crappy diamond, but it's
Really
like
big,
football size.
cruddy size.
I was always under the impression the skill cost was the major
Yeah.
factor in
Yeah.
the resurrection.
Yeah.
Not the,
If
big
there's a
hunk of
reason that
diamonds.
they were able to just cut off 400. They weren't cutting off anything they're paying. That was, yeah.
And on top of which, she asked 0 questions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't see how any questions would have made this worse.
it's
Completely, this is all legitimate, above-board business.
You know for a fact that it requires a certain amount of paperwork to bring someone back to the dead.
Mhm.
To life from the dead.
Yeah, bring someone. Well, it requires
we
a certain
brought
amount of
people
paperwork
back
to
to
go
the
that
dead.
direction too.
I don't know. Is there extra paperwork with killing zombies?
No, but there is riding on the boat through the river Styx.
Yeah, so she didn't ask questions, didn't fill out paperwork, and
Jake's alive and we leave, and you guys leave.
and you kind of got the impression that she had been spoken to by someone, one of your lieutenants, probably Steve, when he went to ask and inquire.
Yeah.
So, we get in the carriage and we head back.
Should we report her to the Church of Shantea for violating their doctrines?
No.
I don't think that's the kid's shot. Make stuff grow and bring.
I
None of
feel
us
like
have
we
knowledge
could
of
do
religion.
I feel like we could swing it.
I don't know.
33 health.
Okay, he's breathing a little easier.
Yeah.
A lot of his cuts have closed up, and he looks like just exhausted. And Elias just kind of goes, "Oh, we can fix this," and he pulls a flask out and liberally douses Jake with alcohol.
Yeah. So
It just
here's-
goes, "Thank God we found our drunk friends out here in the field. We've been searching for him all day."
Yeah, it does mention that. It mentions that it gives them 1 HP, but heals all their wounds. So he's just really tired, just really sleepy with his 1 HP. Well, 34 HP was it?
Yeah, we'll take him back to bed.
Just out here in these fields, really drunk, stab holes in all of his clothes, blood
Yeah,
running
his,
everywhere.
his
Thistle
clothes,
bushes.
his clothes are
Thistle.
torn up and very dirty.
Thistle bushes. He fell in thistle bushes.
I can prestidigitation clean him if he needs it.
Yeah.
As you're walking by, you.
I also have mending.
Yeah, mending, just sitting there.
I would
sewing.
just, as you start, Elias just kind of goes, "It is more convincing if he looks like he slept outside."
So no prestidigitation, but maybe some of the bigger stab wounds and blood patches.
Well, it's like,
Because he did bleed to death.
yeah, we can clean him up a little bit.
Half of his hair on one side of his face is missing.
Yeah, you know,
Just fireballed off. Oh wait, he's
Fighter.
Dragonborn. Yeah, he doesn't have hair.
Scales.
Scaly boy.
Clutch moment.
Yeah, doesn't have hair. He's a scaly boy.
If I remember, he's a white dragonborn too, isn't he? He never used his breath weapon, but then again, I believe dragon's breath weapons suck.
It's not. Yeah, it's still kind of bad. It's not.
It's
terrible.
not as good as his 2 attacks.
And we're low enough level that it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't scale very well.
If all the enemy boys were individual people, it might have been worth it, just for the AoE potential there, but...
He was mostly fighting individuals.
Yeah, the barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
But he had like 2 to up to 3 groups of just baddies on him too, that weren't the barbarians.
No party funds.
That's tragic.
Yeah, it's 2d6, and it takes his full action.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it wasn't as good as hitting them.
Poor dragonborns.
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and put Jake to rest, drop off the additional money that I didn't spend back with Abbott.
Alright.
Repart for carriage.
Yeah.
Jake probably hanging out with the church with the rest of the good boys in the infirmary, and I head upstairs to spend any remaining time of the day working on my arcane and medicine and switching selves thing.
Okay.
I will also spend the rest of my day sitting in the church reading my book. My Learning to Investigate book.
Yes. I have to unwrap that. Alright, let's get yours first, Adam.
What do I need?
You need an Arcanum and a Medicine check.
Arcanum.
Magic Obscura.
24.
For the Arcane.
Nice.
And medicine.
You're reading your book.
8.
You rolled a what?
Mediocre.
24 and 8.
Alright.
On medicine.
Yeah, 8 was the medicine.
Okay, what did you get, Nick?
I got 15 with the wisdom check for my book.
Okay. So you make it through the rest of your book with a level of understanding. Like, you understand how you can use your intelligence, your wisdom to start warning investigation.
I thought I'd already done that
Oh,
book.
okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, then that is the wrong DC.
Yeah.
Okay, then no. You are still working on it.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, no, I already got the thinners, like, making that a wisdom check one.
Yeah, to get your learning of wisdom.
Mm-hmm. So, was that 0 progress, or...
0 progress.
Okay.
Oh, there is one thing else that I have to do before I leave Abbott. I'm just going to take his measurements for clothing.
Oh, okay. Like coffin?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you successfully do so.
Once I'm flush with cash, I plan to go to the Howls to get me a zoot suit that will transform with wild shape.
No, you're the wrong character. Oh no, she did make you do the same thing.
Yeah.
didn't she?
Yeah,
I own a
Always
zoot suit.
terrible.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you gotta be intimidating, become a bear or something wearing a zoot suit.
Well,
And if anyone could do it, I bet it's the Howls.
yeah.
I mean, you could certainly try.
Yeah.
You don't get mine. No flush with cash for you.
No, I still only have the 200 gold.
That's the thing that I want to do.
Yes.
Is that I want to go get Agatha's measurements, and then I was going to go to the Howls.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
So, yeah, it doesn't take much, especially when you explain to her what it is for.
Yep.
And then you go to the house. Okay, yeah. It takes like maybe an hour between measuring Abbott, her, and walking there. So you're there.
Okay. And then I go ahead to Thurston and kind of describe that the idea behind the religious gowns that I want to have made for the two of them. And the pattern's going to be based off of the holy symbol and also the my own like color scheme and everything.
Okay.
That my own clothing has.
And you're just looking for temporary things? Are these meant to be ceremonial more later? Or is this a one-day event?
Oh, they're ceremonial, but yeah, they're for
How
wearing an
well
unreligious.
made do you want them? You were just like, going to wear it a little bit. Wouldn't be that expensive. But if you wanted them to be sturdier and something that was reusable for years to come, as most of my well-crafted clothing would be, it's of course going to cost a little more. If you want to incorporate magic into it, that's another thing entirely. But we can do a custom design
Okay.
for a standard 2 gold each.
And what would be the more expensive? The sturdier.
5 gold each would be sturdier with no magic, just a well-made, finely produced, and he shows you a couple samples of nice kind of wizard's robes almost.
Okay.
But
That at least gives me an idea.
yeah, they're well crafted though.
So, what different kind of utility enchantments would you be able to apply, and how much would that set me back?
I mean, your standard resizing, cleaning, things of that nature is about 25 gold. Anything more like comfort, where the temperature doesn't affect one such, is about 50. That's to standard levels. If you go up to on top of a mountain, you might want to put on a hat.
Right. Okay.
And if you go into a desert, you also might want to put on a hat. Different hat, though.
Well, these are my.
He holds up a Russian big floofy hat when he says for the other one. He holds up a monstrous sun hat, just a why would that exist level sun hat. You've seen a couple of them when you go to the derby events, where women just have these humongous hats to keep the sun off them.
Them and all their close friends.
Would it be all that much more expensive to put give them a slight radiance, a slight glow to them?
Oh, we can have them light up. That'd be 25.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and pay for the 50 gold option for the two of them.
All right, excellent. Come back tomorrow, and I'll have them ready for you.
To check. So is that 50 gold as in 25 and 25, 50 total?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I assumed it was. It was 25 and 25 for the two.
Well, and you said that the whatever comfort for temperature was 50 for
That-
one.
Yeah, 50 for one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna pay 100 gold.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then, yeah, that would be 100 and 100.
Oh, 100 for both.
Yeah, 100 for both. Sorry. 50, 50, 100 for both.
Okay. Yeah, 100 total.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And that comes with all those enchantments, or just the comfort and glow?
It would just be the comfort and glow.
Okay.
Didn't know if it did the resizing or clean or mending? Are those
Resizing, cleaning, and mending would be the 25.
Yeah, okay.
Would be an additional 25, that is.
Okay.
He's kind of throwing in the glow with the comfort.
Okay.
Just because it's a religious garment for a ceremony that probably has to be repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I would think is resizing, but
Well, if the glow's going with the comfort, that's just 50. Okay.
Oh no, I'm giving these to them.
Well, yeah, no.
Okay.
And it will be a at-will dim radiance, so 10-foot bright, 10-foot, or 15-foot dim light kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, as much as she's a mark and we're supposed to get money, I'm almost sure between the two of you giving her gifts, more money has gone to her than you guys have taken back.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else happened?
We
got the zone.
You are buying your way through a lot of zone.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that we did that a fair bit. That first one, particularly because I came in with money. I'm now poor, and then I got a little money, and now I'm poor again.
Vampire Castle, like
And-
you.
and-
We paid mostly.
Yeah,
Just bought
and
some
it's
levels.
not. She's not unwilling to give us money. She just needs whatever plans for it, basically.
Yeah.
She needs something to give the people that she answers to, which is the union. Like, this was why I donated money. This was their plan. She's a transparent person.
Yeah.
Which is how she got the job.
Honestly, with what's gone on with Baileymont, we might want to ask her for money to to form an organization to protect unions from busters.
A buster?
Yeah, essentially a buster blocker. Because it's like, who wants to end up like what happened in the slums? What happened to that the quarry before they were able to unionize? Because, yeah, figure out some way to make money out of the union here, or at least this zone, because, yeah, we control it, but it doesn't really make us any money. So.
So that the rest of our day? Did something horrible happen?
Oh,
Well, that's like you and Adam have used up your day with study.
yeah, and so I'll come back to Thurston tomorrow for the gowns.
Okay.
But then, yeah, I'll go ahead and head out to talk with Midori and see what she needs. And I guess also ask her what she thinks about the extortion guy.
Okay, it takes about an hour and a half. Okay, so as you're doing that, you're just at the library.
No, I was told to go to the bar.
Okay, so you go to the Horse's Head?
Yeah, we sent him to the Horse's Head.
Okay, and you're just chilling at the bar.
Well,
Unless battles happens.
Well, no, I send one of the mooks to go and do the stuff at the library. I imagine there's mooks.
I mean, not many.
Yeah,
I just need
we're
one
currently
guy.
we're currently low on mooks. Is our problem, and that's why we sent you
Well,
there.
I'm worth like 3 mooks. I'm totally going to send one guy off and figure out, like, so I don't have to, because I feel like I deserve to do something I want to, even if I'm going to follow the rules.
Okay. What are you sending them to the library for?
It's asking, like, how's the membership work? Is it like a monthly subscription, an annual? When's the library close?
Okay.
Go do my slight research.
How much access do you get for whatever you get? Is it like nobles only? I mean, what's the rules? Just figure that crap out for me.
Alright, boss.
And I did send like 4 or 5 guys back over the day.
Yeah,
After the morning.
throughout the day, more people do show up.
Yeah.
But the mook goes, and he comes back a couple hours. He comes back about 6 hours later and hands you a pamphlet.
Here's a pamphlet with all that literal information.
Hey, that's fine.
You just had to trek across town to get a pamphlet.
Good work. I appreciate it. I know that was a lot of work and it took a lot of time, but I appreciate that you did it. Have a drink. You deserve it.
Oh. Something that I just thought of because of me changing zones as far as who would be closer. Before I go and visit Midori, would I be able to go and get Fleetfoot and kind of direct him to the church to heal the injured?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll do that and then go and visit Midori.
Yeah, I respect a man slacking that hard, so yeah. I don't
No,
know.
that's about how long it
Yeah,
takes.
no,
Oh, is that how far it was?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
It's
far
a
away.
3-hour trip there.
Oh, I thought he was just screwing around. I was going to reward for that. Then no, I just take the pamphlet and tell him good job.
I also forgot there's another 20 health lying around from that healing earlier.
Okay.
It's on
Your
the floor.
stat?
From the second one, using the chalice also gives me my stat. I was only counting it once. So it's 2d8 plus 10.
So how's the
Which
library work?
ain't bad for level 1.
It's I think it's 5 silver
Yep.
for membership.
Is it on a subscription?
I think it's 5 gold a year for like a full year, or if you can pay like 5 silver a month.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Well, it's not bad at all.
No,
When's it close?
it closes at 9.
Okay, so it's not open all night or nothing.
No.
Is it closed on race day?
No.
Closed on church day?
Nope.
Alright, so yeah.
And
Just,
it opens at 4 a.m.
there you go.
Completely reasonable prices. No reason to murder
Yeah.
anyone for.
You know, I thought these prices would be ridiculous. They're not something I'd kill over. It's not something I'd kill over. It's like, wow, these are really reasonable prices. You could just pay these. It's almost
It's
nothing.
neither an arm nor a leg, nor an old lady's life.
2 things. One, it was a Saturday before we'd gotten paid and I was poor.
Where you didn't have 5 silver pour.
I believe he was that far up. He's
Shoot.
gone really low.
You know, I've gone really up and down. 2, she looked like she was dead already. I didn't think anyone would notice.
It was a piece of colorful description.
I took it
That-
too
I
literally.
take no responsibility for that misinterpretation.
That'll teach you to use anything other than absolutely literal language.
I'm like a walking corpse before I had my coffee. Don't tell Richter that.
Okay, so that's your day. You're going to talk to Midori.
Right.
Okay, so we show up there a little afternoon, like around 1 probably.
Okay. So, visit her house, knock on the door.
Coming! Door opens, and she's there leaning on her cane. Ah, Mother June, come in. I was just sitting down for a spot of tea.
Lovely. Say, I was just,
She like goes over, sits you down, and gets a little cup, puts it down before you, and it's just pouring the tea, and then just gently putting it down.
like I do enjoy good.
There's
good
like
tea.
honey and cream on the table, but no sugar cubes per se.
I just have it straight for.
Yeah.
And it's like I just was coming to visit to see if there's anything that you need help with as far as we need to start organizing people to get the quarry back up. I'm just kind of wondering what we need to do.
Oh, I'm probably gonna need some financial advice and some legal advice and
Transportation
Send-
advice.
Send your lieutenants.
I mean, we probably could use some help with logistics.
A head basher or two.
Someone to keep us safe while we make all these decisions. I'm working on it. I have a plan. And you look down, and she like has a little notepad in front of her that is writing out the things that she's going to require to get everything started. My husband's been tremendously helpful.
Oh, good.
He was in charge of the union before, and negotiated all of our contracts and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, and it's like, well, I can certainly talk with some of my friends and see what we can do to help you with the other things that you need.
Would you get? That'd be wonderful.
Oh yes, of course. And it's like I do want to help get this place back on its feet again. I would like
It's about time someone gave a damn.
Yeah, and it's like I've
Get this place back on its feet. First of all,
Yeah, that's just the way the world works.
and it's like, well, we're going to be providing help.
Yeah, I mean, we literally are, providing counseling that would get paid for.
And it's just like, and it's not like we're not going to be doing things to shape this place up. One of my big kind of big wants for this area is to actually get it to where it's no longer considered the slums anymore.
It'd be the quarry district then.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and see what I can do as far as getting people together to help you with that. The other thing is, I wanted to, what was that fellow's name?
Shepherd Prescott.
Yeah, Shepherd. I wanted to maybe, because I haven't gone to visit the man, get kind of your feel for Shepherd Prescott. And
Oh, that old coot. He's enamored with his games.
the question that I was curious about is, do you think he'd be at a point in his life that he might want to retire?
As long as you don't interrupt him watching, you could probably figure it out. You're a charming lass.
Okay. I'm just wondering as maybe what the best way to approach the man is.
I know he meets fighters. People who win a lot.
Okay. So, might appreciate somebody who could handle themselves.
He loves the sport. He sees it as the most noble of pastimes.
With our gladiator dead and wandered off.
Big bets get his attention. He's not really interested in men or women, as far as I've noticed. But I don't really know him that well. He's just been around longer than me. That's saying something.
Also, he or she doesn't actually have a problem with the games morally or anything like that.
Why don't you roll a insight? Oh, you're not there.
Oh. Look at that.
And it's like, I'll ask her, and it's like, so what's your opinion on his actual dealings?
I don't really care.
I don't know.
People should be allowed to do what they want. These rules and governance, keeping those from stopping people from doing what they will is ridiculous. Laws against vice, but everything's legal. You just can't mix. It's ridiculous. Who wants to live a one-note life?
The laws in this place are so hilarious.
I've ran cities with weirder laws.
No, the fact that basically everything is legal, but just can't mix is the hilarious part. Someone earmarked that in some bill in whatever they form as a synod or something, and it just got way out of hand.
Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's say we'll have to. Yeah. There's a lot of work ahead, so I'm gonna go and get started.
All right. What's your friends' names, dearie? Just so I know if they stop by.
Oh.
Wouldn't want to have to hit them with my cane.
Yeah, and it's like I'll tell her about Abbott or Hannah, and Steve and
Spartacus.
yeah, Spartacus or yeah.
We don't know
Never
most.
met. You've never asked the lieutenant's
Yeah.
name.
Or a little redhead person in
Yeah, you've
plate.
seen her.
Yeah.
Was she wearing full plate?
No.
It's like he does have an assistant. I give a physical description, but I haven't met her personally.
And Jake, in case, busting heads. She did ask for that.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, you might see Jake. He was one of the brave souls that helped with the Gustav thing. Yeah.
One of those in the beds when I came by, I imagine.
No.
Well, he is a big dragonborn. Won't be that hard to miss.
No, of course not. Alright. Well, thank you for your time. I'll see you soon.
Alright, bye, dearie.
Bye-bye. Alright. Yeah, so I'll go back.
That she uses the phrase dearie.
She's an old lady. It totally
She's a
works.
little old lady.
But it's her name.
Yeah, Mediri.
Madiri.
Oh.
Madiri says dearie. That's what the...
My dear. Mm-hmm. My dearie.
Yeah.
Didn't think about it.
No, oh, okay.
That was an accident. Love to take credit, can't. Didn't think about it. She's just an old lady.
So that's all a bunch of stuff I can bring up tomorrow morning. But yeah, for the rest of my day, I will go back to the church.
There's an extra empty bed by the time you make it back, as Fleetfoot has blasted through the small number of spells he has.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll go ahead and start pouring through my spells in order to heal people.
Okay.
I didn't know you had a heal.
So yeah, I got a couple of healing spells.
Oh, okay. So I knew you had the temp HP thing. I didn't know if you had cure, or maybe it's just healing word and stuff.
Just because we keep telling you you're the healer doesn't mean that more than half the party doesn't have the ability to heal.
I don't.
Yes, that's why I didn't say the whole party. I said more than half.
He can stop you from rotting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got your dice roller.
Yeah. So I can do 6 people with that.
How much do they heal?
They heal a D4 with the addition of my ability modifier.
And it's
Healing
a
word.
range, or?
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Okay. Oh, okay. You're just healing.
He's just healing wording.
Okay, so you're doing 6 people, not one individual to full.
Yeah, because whatever. This is mass healing word. Is
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm using first. Because I do also have cure wounds.
So that one was multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
So 48 for the first spell slot, but spread across 6 people.
Okay.
47 for the second. And then casting Cure Wounds. So 12, 13, 6, 9, 14,
Okay, so of the 6 you healed, 4 get up and go on about their day. The other ones need another night of rest.
Okay.
So how many are left resting?
Well, you got 4. He got 4. That's 8 out of the 30 down.
He got a 5th. And then there was one more from that, so... from his cleric. He said,
5th.
clear to bed.
So 5, 6.
So 10.
So 10.
So another group.
Yeah. So there's 20 left down.
Okay. And then I go ahead and spend a short rest there and do my Song of Healing to give anybody an extra d6 of healing.
Okay. So you give an extra d6 to all the 20 that are still left over.
Yep. So, yeah, got some healing abilities.
Okay. So yeah, those 2 will get up then. They were really close. They just weren't quite there yet.
Okay.
Okay. So 18 still down. Like what the 18 are. But the boys. Okay.
And if that's all for the day, it's like technically, don't you have your evening one? You're actually awake and doing stuff.
You're now awake and doing things.
Well, no, I was staying up at the bar because we had to sleep because we.
Oh yeah, you have to stay up all night.
And besides, now if I'm gonna,
Because you long rested over the evening
Yeah.
as opposed to the day, so you're just going to stay awake and then rest the next day.
I'm thinking about it, but then again, the church isn't open the library isn't open that night.
No, closes at 9.
Yeah.
And it will take you 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's too far away too, so it's like whatever.
It was in a decent part of town, though.
Yeah, it's in the university district.
So, I mean, technically, he can take the carriage if he needs to.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to go back and get it, but yeah.
Yeah, it obviously wouldn't be from right here today, but I mean, as far as his general, what he does.
Yeah, you could take it tomorrow.
Is the carriage faster than flying?
Yeah.
Because my fly speed's normal walking speed.
Carriage cuts your time in half. That's the purpose of carriage. You can upgrade carriage further to make it even faster.
Teleporting carriage. Wow.
I'm sure as we get more zones, we will end up with some that just have teleport circles and things that...
Yeah. But if we're bedding down for the night, I spend 3 of my second level spells on good berries. I bring them down to one of the boys and say, pass this out to the boys on patrol. So for patrol tomorrow, there's 30 good berries.
Okay, so you're going to walk to the Horse's Head district? Because everyone downstairs is, like, in a hospital bed?
I don't know. Are there any of Spartacus's people around?
I mean, yeah, you could probably drum up one of Spartacus's people.
I get one of Spartan, bring this to the Horse's Head, tell them these berries are for patrol tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He runs off.
Yeah. Then I go to bed.
Excellent. You wake up with an assassin's dagger.
Oh no, I'll have to use all of my combat spells, which are the ones I don't prepare anyways.
Guiding bolt up the butt.
Guiding bolt, shapeshift, all this other stuff. But yes, remembering it's like, hey, here's a bag of sensu beans.
Yeah.
Alright, I think this seems like a decent ending point as you're all bedding down. So,
Just specifically before we get the long rest?
well, of course.
It means less today. Unlike some of these fools, I actually wasn't willing to spend all my spell slots.
So, like, comment, subscribe, stick around, check out the other content on the channel. Thank you very much for joining us, and come back and join us next time. Bye.